yesterday that touched me, and that's what brought this thing back. You see that thing I clarified yesterday at the altar there when I said it is a type of humanity that will introduce a kind of divinity. It was turning point. I feel like I was telling a story about marriages. Somebody who want to marry from they told him, I said, this family is like this. He said he's a new creature in Christ Jesus. When God wants to come to the earth, he uses what man has to introduce himself. At that point in time, God will examine what man has. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And then God cannot separate from that. Blood. Wait, if Jesus gave us blood and said this is the blood of the New Testament, what about if that blood is corrupt and it's not drinkable? Blood, is it from heaven? Blood, is it not from the earth? Huh? And you want to marry a man and you didn't care about the type of blood. You want to marry a woman, you didn't care about the type of blood. And something told you that faith will change that blood. Type. Even if light is transforming it, the light will transform it in its kind. That's why some bloods, when God said, I want only Judah, I want
only Judah.
Only Judah. God wanted only Judah. Can I tell you for what reason? Can I tell you? I said God wanted only Judah because of the blood of Judah. You are here, you are a parent, and your children are young, your daughters are young, and now you have met me. Don't allow your daughters to bring emotions to your house in the day of marriage. Don't allow them. You're going to go to that man and find out the nature of their blood. You're going to go to that girl, that particular girl, and find out the kind of blood they have. Find out their kind of gene. Find out their behavior. Don't overrule that thing with love. If you don't listen to me, because every blood has its nature, and the life of every man is in his blood. 17:11 Leviticus. I said the what? In chapter 10:5, I quoted yesterday, when the Bible said he brought a blood, he said, a body shall he give. A body. Jesus said, this is my body. Did he say it's my spirit?
No, sir.
I give you body. So, I was praying there in the morning. The Lord said, turn your prayer to something. I said, what is a body? You're joking with the way a body is. And it was body that was given to us. I said, what was given to us? Body. You have not met weak people. In my life as a preacher, I have met promiscuity. I have met young men who can control themselves if they see women. Terrible. No amount of prayer stops them. Stupid. I have met shame. Can I tell you something? Should I tell you? Spirituality will never determine destiny on earth, in case you don't know. Spirituality will never determine destiny on this earth. Spirituality, destiny will be determined by physicality. It is not that, it's not physicality, it's not spirituality. That's the mistake we're making. Find out the physicality, the family, the blood. Jesus didn't know wow. Iberi no wow. There's also glory on this earth. When Jesus was going to the cross, don't you know he has a kind of bone that will not die on the way? And you think that God didn't consider it? that can carry without aborting. And you're not looking deep. I said I can carry without aborting. For messianism. Because that messianism is a messianism of man. It's not heavenly messianism. It's not done in heaven. I'm going to stop now because I need to share one more topic. I want you to listen to something. No, you see, there is no amount of prayer you pray that can change somebody's nature. No, you see, or mental faculty is not changeable. Not immediately. Who are you to make a man understand something is not meant to understand? Is he wired? I say, is it? Wired. Is he wired? If God can turn everybody to anything to want, then he will no longer be divine. As you're looking at me, there are people that are ahead of others in this chair by 100 years. Some are ahead of others by 200 years. And what about if you met a lady that is 100 years ahead of you and she's your wife? She will pull you. She will be hurting you, but you'll be moving. I said she will be hurting you because she will introduce you into life of 100 years when you are still in potopoto and you're not used to it. He said, should I get light disturbing you? Should light disturbing you? She should disturb you to move you forward. Follow her because she's 100 years ahead of you. Their family is a god to your own. Their families are still families of pussycat. Their men are not better than pussycat. Tell pussycat wearing trousers. If you get close, you will see shame. If you get close to them. And then you saw people who are already emancipated. People who are what? Emancipated. Only their aura that comes from their mouth. Only the perfume that comes when heat is on them smells like the rose of heaven. And this one heat may be answer. Or if you are in any car and he gas, you will eat that night. No. These are kind of human beings are in this world. I'm trying to separate it from you. You see that one in Potopoto there? Yes, something great will never happen. Excuse me, if I say this, it will be touch you. So human beings will never have access to 5 million naira on this earth. Where? They won't have access to 5 million naira on this earth. There's a go to their account and see 5 million. $5 million they got on. Yes, sir. 5 million American. They got on in the account. Do you know how long I stayed in Kano? Do you know the highest amount of money I've had in Kano before I came here? That is why you should thank God for hearing me. You should thank God for hearing me. Thank your God, though. You see, because I'm not just preaching, though. I'm telling you something I was immersed in. And then since that time I got immersed, it has been fight. Since from that time to 60. Something that people simply receive at the age of 20. I have to fight all my life to have it. Because it's not there in the root. If you're joking with me, how many preachers, how many times have you sat down under brilliant teaching. I say under life transforming teaching that can make you think and do something new. Okay, I have 2 messages, and because time has passed, you will choose one. It's even 7:12. 7:12. I still have 18 minutes. So I'm taking 2 of them. Because they have different, 2 of them have different concepts. Look at the concept. Look at the concept I told you. They told that boy, I said, the family of this girl that you want to go and marry, that they steal. Then he's not saying she's not the one stealing. She's not the one stealing. She came from blood that steals. He said, you this girl, this other girl. He said, their family, they are a bunch of people. They get mad at the time. He said, it doesn't concern her. That's a new creation in Christ Jesus. How do you go? Pain. Wherever you see people who are suffering, there is evil their blood is doing in them. The pain they have is blood pain. They get an angel of evil. He's trailing them with blood. They have foul against honor. And every day you will see them, they reason it, they behave it, they talk nonsense. They protect evil. They are delayed. The oath of honor is separated from them. And then a particular angel that came from shame is minding them. That is the process through which God redeemed me from desolation. And this evening I recognize it. And I bring praise to God. That is why I make books. That's why I'm shouting. That's why I feel like telling you, get up your loins and win. Don't win once. Keep winning. Break that past. There is no past that can be broken. I said, do what? Break the past. Break the past. You will judge it. Abraham was a Babylonian, raised out, and he became a Hebrew. You can come out from among them and be separate. God look at Abraham and say, I'm going to give you a new family. If you raise up a new altar. And Abraham built an altar. He moved him out. Every one person that I kept down by blood is free by fire. Amen. All I need to do is to come out of it. When I became a preacher and get conscious, I look at that place where I came from and say, you will change. That's how I will burn your altars. I will not be tired until the idol that kept you consumed are consumed. The shelters of darkness shall know the retribution of Yahweh. And then relentlessly into 30 years, I bring mayhem into a subdued environment, and then there's a resurrection everywhere. I said, there is what? First of all, I had these burning flames to cage the gods who took the two people and start shouting on them, start burning them, they ran away. Some of them are female, some are male. Today, bomb is landing in the valley of death behind the camp, and they are taking an oath. That is why people are giving up their lands. You see all those lands around Galilee there. None of they dedicated to Welekure. They will come to Locust Army immediately. 6 months. So we give it free. In all those places you used to pray, they will not be there. They can't be there. The God they serve have run away. So their fan can no longer produce. The spirit that destroyed their God, their own God, has become their new God. I said the angel that destroyed their old God has become their new God. And if they try anything, the anger of God will last very long. Now, since we agreed that I'm not changing the two of them, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. The distance between the manger and the right hand of the majesty on high is measured in the word of grace and truth. The distance between the manger and the right hand of the majesty on high is measured in the word of grace and truth. Can I say it again? The distance between the manger and the right hand of the majesty on high is measured in the word of grace and truth. First point. God measures distance. He measures from where we are to where we be, because change is constant. And that distance is measured in the ideology of the particular word that rule your mind. The ideology of the particular word that forged your destiny. You see, from manger, where Jesus was born, he took a journey to the right hand. And that journey was measured in the ideology of grace and truth. It was measured there. I said that journey was measured. Huh? That journey was measured. Now, there is going to be another journey. Yet, from something that looked like manger to the throne of the majesty on high. And that journey is also measured in the word of vengeance.